SunshinehazeCo. I'm AUJHA. I had to take a quick break. I just did the Taurus reading, and boy, that reading was wild. My stomach was growling after couldn't sit still. Energies reset at 8. We're here. It is now time for the Gemini 2022 reading, Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you feel like what I'm saying is not resonating with you, check out your Moon and or Rising sign, which I will have linked in the description box. Or maybe not, I'm not sure. But if not, it'll be on my channel in the 2022 tarot playlist. Um, excuse me. Uh, let's see. I'm not going to go through all of the plugs. If everything I want you to watch and see and read will be in the description box as well. Also, if you want to skip ahead to the reading, I will timestamp it too. Just give me a few minutes to get the reading streamed, and then I'll go in and do all the things. This is going to be a 5-card spread looking at the energy for the calendar year, so January 1st to December 31st. Overall energy, what's on the horizon for you guys, and also a soul message, your archetype for this calendar year, okay? And if you are a reader yourself and you like these cards and you want to get the decks yourself, I will have links to where I got them from in the box too as well. All right, those are my plugs. That's it. All right, let's get into it, Gemini. First card in your spread is in the position of the overall energy for the entire year, and you've got healing, and this is a good one. Anytime I see the healing card, it's always kind of a bittersweet energy. When this comes up, it lets me know that either at the time that you were watching the reading or shortly before coming across this reading, you were going, you were in the trenches, you were down, it was rough, tough, and dirty. The healing card popping up tells me that you're moving away from these spaces, or that you're finally done with that tumultuous period of your life, whatever it may have been. This year, however, you have to go through the process of healing from it. Now, let's keep it real. Healing is not always peaches and rainbows and unicorns and glitter and things of that sort. Healing can be a lot of, my nose is itching. Healing can be a lot of, it could be a lot of tough work. When you're healing, you literally have to reflect on the things that hurt you. You become triggered. You have to sometimes have tough conversations. You have to put yourself back in certain energy. So it's not always a walk in the park. Well, healing is rarely ever a walk in the park. So this year is not necessarily going to be, I don't want to say that it's not going to be enjoyable, but I do want you guys to be aware of the fact that you are going to be dealing with a little bit of a heavier energy during this year. Let me put it like that. You're going to have fun times. You're going to have good stuff happening. You have cards that say you have good things coming in too as well. You're going to have good things happening, but as you go through these motions, you're also going to be going through the motions of healing from whatever it was that just happened. And I get the sense that you're healing from either like a relationship or a loss of some sort. And to get even more specific, I feel like a loss of a loved one or a loss of like a child. And as far as relationship goes, I feel like if I'm speaking to relationship, this is coming out of a toxic relationship. A very toxic relationship that your heart was very much so invested in. But like I said, even though the healing process is not a walk in the park, the healing card tells us that, hey, you were no longer in the hurt. You are now in the, okay, I'm not being hurt anymore. Now I got to get over this. So it's baby steps. It is all a process. But the good thing is that you're coming along and you're moving through the process. So things that you pop into this year, especially those heavy situations, those heavy conversations, understand that they are occurring because they are actually helping you heal on a soul level. Yeah, the conversation that you have to have with your ex about why y'all broke up because y'all never talked about it, y'all just kind of part ways, is going to be rough, tough, and dirty. You might shed some thug tears. You might fly off the handle. People might be cussing each other out. It is what it is. But that's happening so that you can release that energy, let it go, get rid of it. You know what I mean? So as you come to these moments throughout your life, yeah, throughout your life too, but as you come to these moments and come into these situations, look at them for what they are instead of being completely emotionally consumed and confused, because you guys are air. And so when your emotions come into play and you don't understand them, it causes a lot of havoc in your headspace. Instead of becoming emotionally consumed in a negative way and just crazy chaotic as far as the mental space goes, look at the situations for what they are. This is an opportunity for healing. This is an opportunity for me to release the things that I've been carrying around all this time. This is an opportunity for me to gain clarity on my behaviors and on the behaviors of others in this situation and why I was so offended or why I was so hurt. And this is an opportunity for me to figure out how to get over that hurt, learn these lessons, take that wisdom, and move forward in my life, right? So that's all I want to say about that card. Let's get into the meat of the reading. The next part in your spread, or the next card in your spread, is in the position of what is on the horizon for you in general. And you've got the King of Pentacles, okay? So there's a couple of messages that I have here for this card. The first is that, Gemini, your focus this year is really, it's all about the Benjamins, baby, okay? You're thinking about making your money. And what I get, Gemini, is that you're thinking about making your money and making as much of it as you can because you were trying to establish solid foundations, and you want your life to look like how you desire, like you want to be living your best life is the way that I can put it. And also with this card and with the healing card, what I get, Gemini, is I feel like you've been in a space. My nose is really itching. My granny says when your nose is itching, somebody wants to kiss you, but like, I'm doing a video, can we chill? You know, because you're coming into this space, or coming out of whatever space and coming into this healing space, I get that you guys are kind of feeling like you've just been floating in the wind, or you've been feeling like trial and error, trial and error, trial and failure, and nothing seems to be working out the way that you want it to. I feel like you feel and think that you've been putting forth your best foot forward. How do you, I think the last one is how you say that sentence. A lot of you have been feeling like, well, I've been doing my best. I've been giving my all. I've been doing all of the things, but the things is not working out, so I don't know what to do. You're moving out of that space. You're moving out of that energy in 2022. You're coming into a space of, this is what I want. This is the type of house I want to be living in. This is the type of work that I want to be doing. This is the type of relationship that I want to be in. These are the types of friends that I want to have in my life. These are the types of energies that I want around me. These are the types of values and habits that I want to be tapping into. In Gemini, I get like a by any means type of energy coming from you. Like I get like you are like, this is the final straw. I'm tired of living my life that way. Whatever that way was has a lot to do with this healing. Like, I'm tired of living my life that way, so I'm going to do the work now, the healing card, to put myself into the position of having all of the foundations that I want. This is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is somebody who has done the research, he has done the work, he knows how things go, he knows the process, and now he's in charge. He's on top. He's literally, what do they call it? Passive income. The King of Pentacles is a passive income type of energy. He ain't really got to do nothing because he's already done his work and everything. He gets everything that he needs because he set himself up for this. And so that is the energy. That's your overall energy for this year, Gemini. You're on some like, I want to be in passive income type of energy. And literally you might be saying, I want to be living my life off of a passive income. But on a general, speaking to the analogy energy, you're like, I want to be in this type of passive income type of energy. I don't want to do too much. I want to have everything set up for me so that everything just goes and flows the way that it needs to. And that I don't have to be doing all of this work and going through all of these problems and issues and trials and tribulations to put myself in the space of having everything that I need. The King of Pentacles finishes out the Pentacle suit. He finishes out the Earth suit. So you're like, I want everything to be set up, and I want it to be, you're almost like, I want it to be perfect to my standards, and therefore your focus during the year is doing whatever work you have to do to come into this King of Pentacles passive income type of energy for all the aspects in your life, okay? All right, let's get into the next part of your spread. And this one is an interesting one. This is in the position of your finances and your career. And you've got the Four of Swords. So the first thing that I got was that you're going to be doing more than one job. Okay? I get that you're either doing more than one job or you're taking on more work within your job, if that makes sense. But I also get that the work that you're doing is a little stressful. And that's all I'm getting from that. What are we supposed to do with the Four of Swords and the money? That also points to scarcity as far as money goes, which brings up a little bit of confusion, because if your focus is the King of Pentacles, your money shouldn't be looking like Four of Swords, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what's going on there. whatever that was dropped in apparently a message. You got the Two of Swords. Yeah, just going through the motions. Oh, I was about to call y'all Capricorn. That's wild. Kind of just going through the motions, Gemini. Blindly moving through making the money. Going back to that passive. It's important, Gemini, for you to understand that in order for you to tap into passive income energy, you got to set it up first. The money is just not going to come to you just because you're like, oh, I looked it up. Like, okay, you still have to work. Like, you have to set it up. You have to do the work to put yourself into that particular position. A little more clarity there. And the Nine of Cups. Yeah. Very air sign energy. You guys get the idea and you're like, I see the success. Where is the success? No success. All right, I'm out. Okay, Gemini, you can't do that this year. You can't do that this year. You have the ability. You got nine. I pulled the Nine of Cups last. You guys are probably like, why did I laugh? Pull the Nine of Cups. You have the ability to tap into great abundance with all of the things all of these foundations that you want. You have the ability to tap into them, Gemini, but you have to do the work, and you can't blindly move through the work. Like, you'll be making money, and if you start to realize that you're doing an extra job, I get the sense that you're going to pick up extra work, like an extra job, or pick up extra hours in the hopes of making more money, but it's going to be like your eyes are very big, but the plate is actually very small. You know, they say your eyes are too big, eyes bigger than your stomach. Actually, your eyes are just very big, and the plate that they've given you is just very, very tiny. Make sure that the work that you're doing is worth it. Don't go give an extra 4 hours of your life just to make an extra $100. Don't pick up an extra part-time job for 2-3 days a week to make an extra $300 when $300 is not going to do anything for you. Now, if this part-time job is giving you an extra, $600-700 a week, and you could really use $600-700, then do that. And now, if you could really use the $300, then yeah, take the part-time job. But try not to get into a space of just doing the work and doing the work and doing the work, and your increase in income is minimal. If you're gonna do more work, you need to see a major increase. King of Pentacles is not baby money energy. It's not baby coins energy. King of Pentacles coupled with the Nine of Cups here is big bread energy. So it doesn't make sense for you to be out there doing tedious work and you're not making big bread. If you're gonna do tedious work, you better be making big bread, because if you're just doing tedious work and you making chump change, then it is a waste of time. And the chump change, most of it is gonna go to your taxes anyway. Like, what are you gonna do? Put it in your car for gas? You could do big bread things. You do big bread things, make gas money and food money and grocery money and light bill money and rent money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be mindful, be smart. You got air energy popping up here. Be smart about the decisions that you make as far as your money goes this year in your career, okay? Now, moving into the love section of your spread, you've got the King of Cups. And I actually like seeing this one in this position, especially because I made a mention of some of you guys might be healing from a previous relationship, a recent relationship, toxic relationship. Speaking to the singles, the King of Cups, off bat, you might be dealing with the water sign individual. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer may come in for you this year. And the King of Cups is somebody who is very aware of love. Like, they encompass all things love. This is somebody who knows how to speak to people. This is somebody who knows how to communicate in love. This is somebody who knows how to communicate physically in love. They're very intimate. They're very romantic. So you might meet somebody, not might, if you're single, you probably have a water sign person who is a very heartfelt romantic coming in for you. And I also get, Gemini, that this is somebody who is just going to treat you right. Like, could be the potential for the relationship. I didn't get any further cards for this one as far as reading to the singles energy, but I get that the person that you deal with, if you do end up dealing with a water sign individual, is going to show you, it's almost going to be like they're going to show you love to the point to where you're like, wow, what was I doing before? Is that really, like, so if this is love, then what was that? You know what I'm saying? Also with the King of Cups, just on a general level, speaking to self-love, Gemini, especially with this healing card, this is a year in which you do a lot of healing connected to your heart space, connected to your heart chakra. Again, you are going to end up going through these motions, and they're going to be very triggering. You are going to go through some times to where you're probably going to be crying about the what you've gone through in relationships and situationships and connections. But again, you're going through a period of release and a period of rejuvenation, healing. Okay, this is a year of healing for you. So as far as you are concerned, you are shifting and changing so that you can come into a space to where you love yourself, know how to show yourself love, so that you can also put that out there and receive it in return. Okay, now moving away from the single message into the couples messages. King of Cups coming up for you in a relationship means that the energy is flowing, the love is there. Like you got, I'm also getting very much so like honeymoon vibes. Like you guys might just find yourself in a space this year in which you fall in love all over again. I'm getting very much so like fluttery butterfly vibes in my heart space. Also with this King of Cups, for those of you in relationships, I get that you are also going through kind of your own personal transformation, but your partner is all the way down with it. I get that you're just rediscovering yourself, rediscovering your heart, and wanting to try new things, wanting to go see new things, wanting to experience love in new and different ways with your partner. And the person that you're with is with it. They're like, okay, cool, I like this you, I like this version of you. And again, the energy that you put out is what you get back. And when you have this light energy, it is very infectious. It's light and loving energy. So if you are in a relationship and you are moving into this space of self-love as an individual within a unit, and that is the energy that you're putting out, your partner's going to start doing the same thing to reflect your energy because they're picking up on it. So your partner's going to start loving themselves more, and in return being able to love you more. So good energy shaking and rocking for those of you that are in healthy relationships. This is not for those of you that are watching this video at the time because you waiting to see what I'm about to tell you about your significant other that you know that you need to leave. This message is not for you. This is for the people who are in healthy relationships, who have solid foundations, who actually have very genuine, authentic bonds with their significant other, who have really good soulmate connections, positive soulmate connections, okay? So good in the love front. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into your last card, Gemini. You've got Eros, however you say it. I say Eros. I've heard some people say Eros. This just further confirms that love message that I was giving you guys. This is a card of passion. And so you start with healing, you end with passion. You've got both of these king cards as far as pentacles and cups go in your spread, and you just got a little bit of discontentment as far as the money and the career is concerned, right? So what is happening for you this year, Gemini? Transformation on a heart level. You are healing. I feel like a lot of you are healing from a relationship, okay? Transformation on a heart level. Whatever it is that you went through and whatever you learn about as you move throughout the days and the moments throughout this year, you are going to be coming into a space to where you end the year loving yourself more, to where you end the year having more of an appreciation for the things around you, the people around you, and just life itself in general, okay? This is also a card, and I want to go back to the love message a bit. You got the King of Cups, okay? And you got the Eros card. So I'm just going to be very honest with you, Gemini. You are going to be having some bomb bedroom rendezvous during this year. Listen up, let me tell you something. Especially if you are dealing with a water sign person. Okay? I am a water sign, toot my own horn. And what I can say about water sign men is that they also put it down. Okay? I'm just going to put that out there. So Gemini, congratulations. If you've never had a water sign, you are in for a treat this year. Good for you. Just a lot of discovery. I'm probably going to be learning some things about what turns you on this year too. Learning what you really enjoy in the bedroom. I feel like that's a message there for some of you as well. And that's really all I got for you guys. So this is a good year for you guys as far as your own personal progression goes. Again, it is not going to be all unicorn and rainbows because you are healing, but understand at the end of it, it's going to be unicorn and rainbows, but you got to go through the process first, okay? That's all I got for you, Gemini. If you found that, or if you like the reading, if you feel like those messages really provided you with some good insight, do me a favor. Leave a tip or a donation. Oops, just flashed, guys. Sorry. Leave a tip. Leave me a tip for real now. Leave a tip or a donation. It does help make it so that I can continue to put up free content for you guys. And like, comment, share this with a Gemini friend who, you know, might be going through a little bit of a tough time. Let them know, hey, things are going to get better. And subscribe if you want to keep up with the free readings and astrological content and spiritual content and all of the things. Thank you guys for tuning in. Happy New Year. I will catch y'all next time. Peace.